Excellent. Good evening. I see there's still a few people joining. I'd like to welcome everyone to the call this evening and thank you very much for giving up your time. We're very aware of your time, guys, and we'll try and stick to quite a tight time schedule. So let me get started. Whilst we're waiting for everyone to join, I'll tell you my story in the meantime. I'm very pleased to say there's a lot of friends, a lot of family, and some business acquaintances on this call, and it's good to see you all. For those of you that don't know me, I speak with forked tongue. I'm a South African living in Sheffield in England. As you can see, I'm grey and I speak funny, but 54 years of age now. I come from the traditional business world, guys. I have a background in building businesses and trying to exit those businesses. Some of those exits have been successfully done and some of them have not been done successfully, but that is the story behind every entrepreneur. And when I got started in network marketing, I got started because I had to, guys. I got started because myself and a colleague of mine, we owned a big sporting event called the Nelson Mandela Bay Sevens. And as you can hear by the name, Mr. Nelson Mandela gave us his approval to run with his name on a sporting event. And for 5 years, we had a fantastic event. And in the 5th year, the rug got pulled from underneath us, unfortunately. And I was forced. I had my back to the wall. I was forced to go out and find another way to make an income and fast. And I didn't have the money to start up a new business, a traditional business. And I didn't have the time to start off a traditional business again. So I was forced to go into network marketing, and I really put my shoulder to the wheel, and I built a team of 3,000 people in the first just over 12 months. I then got back into traditional business. I moved forward. A year and a half, 2 years ago now, I got into a second network marketing company, and I built a fairly substantial team in that as well. But at the same time, I've always kept my traditional businesses and I've always tried to get a balance because I believe a side hustle is really important. In February, March last year, I was visiting my daughter, who's actually on this call, visiting her in Dubai. We had set up a rugby agency here in the UK. I'm glad to say Stuart, who is on this call, was our CEO, and we had built up a big business. We'd put some serious hours into it. We've got about 150 professional sportsmen involved. And guys, COVID came along. It was a curveball. None of us expected it. And, literally the bottom fell out of the marketplace. The rugby clubs were contacting us saying, we're not going to deal with agents. There's no more sports agents. We have to look after ourselves. We have to look after our own finances. So the bottom fell out of the marketplace. And I came back to the UK. I was on the last flight out of Dubai. And I came back to the UK with my tail between my legs, and I had to get going again. Stuart and I had started a software company at the same time, but we were fighting against the whole COVID thing. And I decided to start looking for a business, a network marketing business. I wanted a network marketing business that allowed everyone to win from day one, whether they recruit someone or not. And that was really high on my agenda. I wanted a company where everyone could win from day one. Second to that, I wanted a company that had been established for a long period of time. And I searched the marketplace and I took all the experience I had acquired, and that's how I came up with Trevoria. And when Todd first spoke to me, and Todd's going to speak to you in a little while, I said no to Todd twice. I might have even been 3 times. And I was thinking about it from my perspective. And guys, which was stupid of me, because in business, you should never think about it from your perspective. You should always think about it from everyone else's perspective. If you're going to be selling hamburgers, you don't have to like meat to own a McDonald's. You could be a vegan and still sell hamburgers. So just the fact that I might not like to do a staycation doesn't mean other people don't like to do staycations. So we should never think about a business from our own experience. We should think about what sells, what people want. So let me start to run through this for you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fed up with the lockdown. It's been a year now, and it's the same 4 walls all the time. The reality is that after this pandemic, people are going to want to get out of their homes. People are yearning to go on holiday. There are conversations happening across the world, happening throughout the UK. Families talking about going on a staycation when this is all done. Families talking about going on a holiday. Families talking about going to visit granny, going to visit grandpa, going to visit their sister, their brother. People are looking to get out of their homes. We are sick to death of this cabin fever that we've had over the last 12 months. For many people, price will determine where they go on holiday in 2021 and for how long they go on holiday. The staycation market is going to boom. There's already the booking levels on staycations is the mass acceleration at the moment. In 2019, Brits took a record of 60.5 million staycations and spent 14.5 billion on these trips. This is a significant market. In 2019, us Brits took 93.1 million trips abroad. Just bear in mind, our population is only 66 million people strong. That includes old people, young people, all people. We took 93.1 million trips abroad. Out of those 93.1 million trips, 58.7 million holidays were taken in 2019. Our favorite destination, Spain, is still way ahead, guys. Absolutely way ahead. Our favorite destination, 18.13 million, followed by France and then Italy, then the USA, and then Ireland. The one country that's not on there, strangely enough, is actually our home country. You know, we have more staycations than we actually go to Spain. So the UK should be our number one favorite destination, followed by Spain, but that is how the stats are shown. The yearly rises from 2019, you can actually have a look. If you have a look at 2018, 90.6 million trips. 2019, 93.1. 2020, I think there'll be a big red strip, guys, but you know, it's going to bounce back. It's going to bounce back very fast. And you'll see we are going to shoot and break all records the moment we can start traveling again. People are so wanting to travel again. The average spend per trip is increasing. Just look at those numbers. 43.36 billion spent on holidays. 6.26 billion spent on business trips. 10.5 billion spent visiting friends or relatives. I mean, we're talking massive numbers. The travel industry is the biggest industry in the world. Look at the cost of a 9-night holiday abroad. This was based in 2017, so the figures have actually moved. We spent £996 on average on our flights. We spent on average £920 on a hotel. And then our food, drink, and entertainment was double our hotel bill. We're talking £3,796 for 4 people over a 10-night holiday. That is absolutely massive, guys. Absolutely massive. Post-lockdown, we will see masses of people taking out their phones, taking photographs, taking videos, showing them flying all over the world, having fun on their holidays. This will bring back confidence to the masses because most of us are on social media. When I see photos and videos of different people going to different places, I'm then going to have that little feel-good factor. I'm not going to be that nervous to go away on holiday. However, demand will drive up prices. There is going to be a price hike. Expect a price hike. We are looking for visionaries. We are looking for the dreamers. And we're looking for the leaders. Guys, I can't say this with strong enough emotions. Business is all about timing. Good businessmen look for curves within the marketplace, and you look for trends. There's a trend coming. That trend is we're coming out of a pandemic. Yes, it might be in 3 months, it might be in 4 months, it might be whenever it happens, but we will come out of the pandemic. When we come out of the pandemic, there is going to be mass action in all different marketplaces. They're expecting this economy to bounce back really fast. The travel economy is going to bounce back even faster. So you have to be a little bit of a visionary. You know, there's a saying, if you want water in the desert, you don't wait until you can't walk anymore. You start digging for water while you still have energy. We need visionaries, we need dreamers, and we need leaders. And experiencing holidays, we will turn you into a storyteller, because you know what happens? Happy members tell their holiday stories, and telling your holiday story will drive new membership, propelling this business to 10,000 members and beyond in the UK. Here's a picture just of some of our members having fun all over the world. On the bottom, you can see Mr. David Hart there. He's the CEO and founder of the company. And you'll see Todd, who's actually up there on the photo at the top. That's on one of the small African islands. We have a massive membership base there, and some of our other happy members as well. And this is how it all works, guys. This is how these things gather steam and momentum. Bear in mind, word of mouth marketing is the single strongest form and version of marketing in the world. So let's talk of one person. Let's say one person sees the vision, and this one person shares the vision with 3 other people. So now there's 3 other people plus himself. That's 4 people. He then educates those people that came into the business to go out and find 3 people. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 4, it's 16. We've now got 16 people in the business. We share that with 3 people. We now grow to 64 people. 64 people having holidays, telling their story. 64 grows to 256. Now remove that one person. What happens when we have 40 people see the vision? When 40 people go out and tell their 3 friends, look how the numbers accelerate. They go from 40 to 160 and all the way down to 10,240 in a series of steps. Tell 3, who tells 3, who tells 3, who tells 3, and you're at 10,000 members. And that is how these things gather speed, and they gather so fast. Now, when 10,240 people go on holidays, they take photos, they take videos, they're on social media, they tell their 3 people, organic growth starts to happen, automatic organic growth. That then drives the membership, that equates to membership growth. Now, taking into account how many holidays, we've already seen staycations and overseas, we as Brits take roughly 120 million per year. I am aware there's some South Africans on here, but it's a similar concept. Combine that with 10,000 people going on holidays, sharing photos and videos on social media, telling their friends how much fun they've had. Bear in mind, after our holidays, we all talk to our friends and work colleagues. This membership, as I've said, will grow organically via word of mouth. But typically in business, one says, what happens if we can get 1% of the marketplace? Guys, 1% of the British marketplace would result in 1.2 million new members. 1%. We're talking about growing this to 10,000 people. And then Europe is literally on our doorstep. Europe's got another population of more than 500 million people. And we all know people in Europe. Many of us know people in Italy, people in Germany, people in France, people in Norway, people in Sweden. This is how these things grow. And Todd's going to come on in a little while. He's going to tell you all about the French market. And boy, is the French market just exploded. Now, what do our members get? What is it actually that we're selling? You know, tell us a little bit about the product. So here's a good example, guys. As a member, we get a free incentive trip per year. I like to call it our city break. You can see all the cities on the right-hand side. Typically, that's a 4-night to 5-day holiday. You get the hotels for free, but you have to pay your taxes and fees. So let's give you an indication. We've recently booked to Athens. We're going in October. This trip is for 4 nights in a 4-star boutique hotel to Athens, Greece, city center. Athens is known to be an expensive city, and it is costing us £23.99 per night. That's for 2 people. So not each. £23.99 is inclusive for 2 people, and that includes breakfast as well. So that is a typical idea of the cost. My daughter has just booked a trip to Singapore, which is notoriously expensive for hotels, and the cost is very similar. So we get 1 free incentive trip a year. In addition to that, our platinum members enjoy up to 3 7-night holidays per year. So just to show you how this works, when you pay your membership, on joining, you get 250 travel points. At the end of each month, when your membership is paid, you get additional 250 points. When you get between 1,000 and 1,250 points, which is every 3 to 4 months, you now have the ability to deduct those travel points from the cost of your holiday. We have over 2,000 destinations worldwide in the most wonderful holiday places you can think of. You want to go to Mexico, you want to go to Disney World, you want to go to Vegas, you want to go to Spain, you want to go to Marbella, you want to go to Gibraltar, you want to go to Egypt, wherever you're thinking, Bali, Singapore, wherever it might be. We've got 2,000 destinations all over the world. To give you an indication, once you hand in your travel points, that deducts the travel points from the cost of the invoice. Hotel rooms, a typical hotel room will cost you nothing. $0, £0, zero. That is what your hotel room will cost you. If you want to go to a 1-bedroom suite, so 1-bedroom suite with a mini kitchen and a lounge area and a dining room, here's an example of one as I'm actually showing you here. That will cost you $1 per night. You've still got to pay your taxes and your fees, but on this particular trip, my son is going to Palm Beach Club in Tenerife. He has paid $7 for a 1-bedroom apartment. That is $7 total. Then add on the taxes, it came to £58.33 for the entire week. That is £8.33 per night for 2 adults. If you wanted to go to a 2-bedroom suite, so let's say you were a family of 5 or even a family of 6 and you wanted a 2-bedroom suite, a 2-bedroom suite starts at $8.43 per night. I mean, unbelievable prices. Another example of one of these 7-night holidays, my wife and I booked this one yesterday, and this is to the Bahia Blanca in Gran Canaria. Same sort of pricing, cost $7 for a 1-bedroom apartment. You can see a picture of the actual apartment there. The total price was £58.17. That works out to £8.31 per night. In addition to that, we have another product called World Tours. This year, we have 14 World Tours. These World Tours, when a group of us goes away together. I've taken a selection on the right-hand side of different World Tours to give you an example. One of our World Tours coming up is in Dubai. That is in September. That is at the wonderful 5-star Conrad Hotel in Dubai. And that is $89 for 4 nights for 2 adults. That is not per night, guys. That is $89 total price. Or the real one that I like, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to get away for it, is the one in Jamaica. It's at Montego Bay, all inclusive, to a junior suite ocean view room for 2 adults. That's all your food, all your snacks, all your drinks, $499 in total. So that's just short of $500. That's $250 an adult. Where do you get these type of deals, guys? It's impossible. What David and his team have put together here is absolutely magnificent. And then, guys, we also have a hotel portal. And on our hotel portal, you can book 1.2 million hotels all over the world. Yes, this is in London, this is in Southampton, it's in Plymouth, it's in Portsmouth, but also over to the States. It could be in Miami, you could be in Vegas, could be San Diego, all the way over to the Far East. It could be Tokyo, could be Beijing. Wherever you want to book a hotel, we can book you hotels. You have access to your own portal. To give you an indication, this is a 70%, up to a 70% saving when compared to the likes of booking.com. So let me give you a few examples. These are all based on 1 week. If you have a look at the top one there, Crown Plaza Dubai Festival City, 7 nights, £545. On the right-hand side is our hotel portal. Same hotel, prices on the picture, £39 per night. Multiply £40 by 7, that's roughly £280, 545 on booking.com. That's a significant saving. Copthorne Hotel in Dubai, £522. Our price, £50. 50 times 7, £350. Significant saving. Okay, guys, yes, so that's Dubai. What can we do locally? What can we do in the London marketplace? Bottom 2 hotels. First one there, you can see Thistle, London, Hyde Park, Kensington Gardens. Guys, that is a magnificent hotel. Stuart, who I know is on this call, has stayed there. I've had some funny experiences there. And I tell you what, guys, that is a magnificent hotel. £1,210 for 7 nights. The same hotel, the very same bed, the very same coffee machine, the same TV, the same bathroom, less than £100 a night. 7 nights times 100, that's 700. That's a £500 saving on exactly the same hotel room. Look at the Hilton in London Euston. That again, £1,700. With us, £118. That is a significant saving again. At the top, one of our favorite destinations in Spain, in Marbella. Look at the price, £2,500 to go for 7 nights to Emilia Marbella. The same hotel with us, just over £200 a night. It's the same hotel room, guys. £200 times 7 is £1,400. That is a £1,100 saving for exactly the same room. It's the same pillows. Let me give an indication very briefly of a couple of marketplaces, because when you start looking at this as a business, it's really good that you start to understand what vertical markets are. So here's an example. If you were a teacher in the UK, you've got one big problem. Fantastic job. You're doing a fantastic job. But you can only go on holiday when the kids are off. So in other words, you can only go on holidays when there is a school holiday. What happens in the UK at school holiday times? Prices go up. How many people are we talking? There's almost 1 million teachers in state-funded schools in the UK. There's 440,000 higher education staff. So that's roughly 1.4 million staff members. We're not taking private school numbers into account. Think how many teachers, it's not the highest paid job in the world, how many teachers would love to go to the same resort or the same hotel for less money? Monster market. You could just make a huge income just servicing the one marketplace. Look at our universities. Approximately 200 higher education universities in the UK, 2.4 million students. Guys, what are the students going to want to do after lockdown? They're wanting to go party, party, party. Our government pays for many of the students, our government pays their fees. They even get a given money, which is towards accommodation and food, which we all know they use for partying. This is a huge opportunity. STA Travel, who used to be the big group that done all of the university bookings, has gone bust. Monster market, guys. Monster market. Students can only go away during holiday period. Imagine telling a student, hey guys, you can go to Ibiza for $7 a week. You don't think they're going to be interested? What about professional rugby clubs? Typically 45 players in a professional rugby club, 10 coaching staff, medical staff, ground staff, office staff, 12 premiership clubs, 12 championship clubs. They have pre-season camps. They have end of season camps. Their players and their staff can only go on holiday after the season ends. This is typically in the more expensive months. Who wants to spend more money on the same holiday? This is huge. But all of these clubs also have a huge asset. They have a large fan base, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20,000 fans. Think of the opportunity within the rugby club to get to that fan base. It is monstrous. The NHS. Guys, whether you believe in COVID or not, and it's not a subject I want to go down, but whether you believe it or not, our staff are going to come out of this. They've worked continuously for 12 months. We have almost 1.2 million full-time employees in the NHS. They're going to come out of this needing to charge their batteries. They're going to need to go on holiday. They're going to need to relax. They're going to need to get away. They're not typically high income earners. So the moment we can go to them and show them how they can holiday more for less money, we're going to get their attention. 1.2 million full-time employees. What about the military forces? Did you know our Army, Navy, and Air Force get 30 working days per year? They get 6 weeks holiday per year. When you speak to the lieutenant colonels, when you speak to the sergeant majors and you ask them, what do your staff do? What do your soldiers do when they go home? They don't go and sit back in Swansea. If they're not married, they go out and they party. They go overseas. They go to Ibiza. They go to Thailand. They go all over the world. The families go on family holidays. Just think of the size of that marketplace. The police force, I know we've got a police officer or two on this call tonight. The police have got 132,000 police officers. They have roughly 75,000 police staff in designated officers. They've got 9,000 PCSOs. They also have a generous annual leave. There's not a policeman that I know, and I know quite a few policemen, there's not a policeman I know who doesn't love a holiday. They get up to 30 days holiday per year, starting at 22 working days. These guys get serious amounts of time to go holiday. Again, why would they want to pay more for the same bedroom and the same pillows? So down to our last two slides, guys. I'm going to hand over to Todd. But this is how it all works. February 2021, David Hart has given us a fantastic bonus this month. So you can come in today. You can come in today as a platinum member. It's $295 to get started. With today's exchange rate, that is £212.50. So £212.50 gets you started. The monthly membership is $125. That's approximately, at today's rate, £90 per month. Now, for that, you get the free incentive holiday I told you about. If you remain a member for 12 months, you're going to get roughly 3 7-night holidays. You're going to get access to all of the hotels and the discounts up to 70%. But here's the big one. Bring 3 people in this month. You will earn a $150 bonus commission. So in February, if you bring in 3 people before the end of the month, you're going to get an extra $150 bonus. Plus, you're going to get $50 per new member. So you're going to earn, if you bring in 3 people, you're going to earn $300 in the next 14 days. That's all your money back. It's now costing you nothing. Your membership is now paid for you. You don't even have to pay your monthly membership. You've now got all your holidays for free. Yes, guys, I'm going to repeat that again. Bring 3 people into the business. You're going to get $300 back this month, $150 in commission, $150 in bonus commission. It's cost you $295 to get started, which is £212. You've got all £212 back because you brought 3 people in, and your membership is now paid for you, and you still get all those holidays every single year. You don't have to sell a thing, guys. And that's the one thing I urge all of you. Don't go out and try and sell this. This is all about sharing. Introduce your people to me. Introduce your people to Todd. Introduce your people to Samantha. Simply share the concept that you can actually help people go on more holidays for less money. We are positively disrupting this British marketplace. We're positively disrupting how us Brits book our holidays. Thank you for listening to me, guys. I'm going to hand over to Todd, who's going to tell you all about what we're doing in France, just to give you a bit of a bigger picture. Todd, are you there, my friend?
I am indeed, Lawrence, and amazing presentation. I love the way you outlined kind of the case of, the travel boom that's about to happen. I think that people recognize vaccines are being distributed en masse. I know tons of people have already been vaccinated, and it's only February. I mean, give it the rest of February and March, April, May, June, and eventually you're going to have a mass population that's been vaccinated, and you simply can't keep people, quarantined, locked down for, 17 months and not expect there to be a boom on the other side of that. And in particular into France, when you talk about what happened over there, we obviously, my wife and I got started with the company. We knew one person outside of the United States when we got started. We told a few who told a few, and next thing you knew, our team had spread to 63 different countries. Now, we barely speak one language, okay? So it wasn't us. It was the power of what Lawrence just showed you. The power of showing people how to travel for less, the power of showing people how to travel for free. And that just absolutely electrified people, where it just spread like wildfire, and particularly in France. And so I told a good buddy of mine by the name of Daryl out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and he told someone he knew out of, Canada, who told someone over in France, the guy who was a plumber, making a couple $1,000s a month as a plumber, Eric Gilham. And, he got started. And at first, we didn't even have any of our marketing materials in French. We didn't have any customer service in French. We didn't have any videos in French. We didn't have any websites in French, right? They just kind of had to do the Zooms. And one of the guys was bilingual, kind of did a lot of translation. But this is just a short time ago. But it's absolutely just boomed. I mean, it's spreading through France and all of Europe like you can't imagine. It's gone into Belgium, the French Polynesian Islands, Tahiti. It's spread to Madagascar, Reunion Island, Mauritius Island. And we saw Eric, go from being a plumber, making a couple $1,000s per month, to someone who became a 4-star ambassador in our company. At his height, was making over 20,000 per month. And you think about that kind of, transformation that can happen very, very quickly by simply showing people how to do the one thing we know they want to do, which is travel and have fun, but how to do it for less. And so we bring something that's extremely unique to the marketplace. It's being received. And even during the pandemic, our company has continued to grow. I mean, that's how powerful what we're talking about is. I mean, we have not slowed down. We had our biggest month ever in December. We're already outpacing right this moment, Lawrence, what we did last February last year. And of course, obviously for any entrepreneur that's, got their field glasses on, looking down the road, 6 months from now, what is that marketplace going to look like? Well, we all know what it's going to look like. It's going to be a travel boom. And for those who want to cash in, that starts today. For those who want to, take incredible trips, the way we accumulate the points, that starts today. So incredible things have happened with our company. We continue to grow and do amazing things. It's going to be an incredible year with our world tours this year as well. All the various places you mentioned, from obviously going to, the Caribbean to France. Of course, I know you guys are over there, and some of you are in South Africa, some of you are in Dubai, some are in the United Kingdom. But here in the United States, everyone dreams of going to France. Well, we just had, February 14th, Valentine's Day. And a lot of people spent, $100 to $200 on their sweetheart for Valentine's Day. But what's amazing is that in part of our world tours, if you were a member of our company, you could go to Paris, France for 4 days for $239. And I kept making the joke, guys, it's a great thing when they come home and you give them flowers and chocolates. It's another thing when you say, we're going to Paris, France. Okay. Those are two different, same money, but two different reactions. So, hey, Lawrence, thank you so much for inviting me on here today. I know we have our CEO and founder here as well. Things are incredible. Great presentation. Excited to be with every single one of you. And Lawrence, I'll turn it back over to you.
Todd, thank you very much. And how exciting is France, and what a fantastic story. And the big thing, before we hand over to David, the big thing that really amazes me, Todd, is how many young people of 23 and 24 are earning $10,000, $12,000, $14,000 a month. You convert that back to UK money. That is really life-changing, significant money. It's huge. So
yeah, in France alone, I was going to say, I think we have like 8 ambassadors there. Many of them are female, many of them are moms, and many of them are not even 30 years of age. And so there's some of them that went 1-star ambassador. We're talking about knocking on a couple $100,000 a year in income, and they're not even 30 years old. With children at home. One was a teacher, quit her job. So again, amazing. We're about to break another ambassador. So yeah, incredible stories of people that are not only obviously traveling, but obviously in developing life-changing kind of money, working from the comfort of their home.
Brilliant, Todd. Thank you very much. And guys, if I may, please ask Mr. David Hart to join us on this call. David, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
How are you, David? Thank you very much for coming on the call. I know it's really early to you. So everyone, this is our founder, our CEO, David Hart. This was the man with the vision. And David, if you could share a few words with us and tell us a little bit about what's in your head and where we're going.
Sure, I'd be happy to. It's not too early. My day starts around 5:30 every morning. I'm usually up before the sunrise and on it and getting after it by 6 a.m. because I love what I do. So it's exciting to see the people on the call today. You did a great job with the presentation, Lawrence, articulating the opportunity for the folks. And, one of the things which is a pillar for our company is that our services have to bring value into the marketplace. And I think that's one of the things that makes a company move. And our product does that for sure. If you'll continue to do your due diligence, and if you're somebody that likes to travel, or even if you know people that like to travel, you have a valuable service to offer people with our travel membership. Whether you're taking advantage of net travel rates, you're using travel points to go on getaways, or using travel points to go on our curated group world tour events. It's all there for people. And I believe that you can actually impact somebody's life in a positive way with our travel membership. You can expose them to a lot of people through, influence of building a network marketing business, influence them in a correct way to experience travel. Because for most people, I believe around the world, it's the same as it is in the United States, is that most people, when they travel, they end up at their parents' house or their in-laws' house or maybe a relative's house, but they're not really experiencing the true effect of world travel. And we expose people to that opportunity. We provide, if you will, a savings bank account in travel for people to use their travel points and travel down the road. And also the ability to get their travel points for free just by referring 3 customers. But then, of course, beyond that, it's the opportunity to go out and create income with our company. And I believe that there is a big boom coming in the home-based business arena, simply because people are looking for other ways to create income. They're not going to get caught again in a financial situation like many people have been caught in all around the world with what's taking place with this pandemic. So residual income is a powerful form or a way to create money. As you build a sales team here with us and you rank up, you can grow your daily pay within our compensation plan. So one of the other pillar that we built our company on is that our compensation plan allows the average person to win early. With a very small team, you could be making a nice part-time residual income somewhere between $20,000 and $24,000 a year, which would be how much in pounds if it was between $20,000 and $24,000 a year, Lawrence?
Probably about 15 to 18,000 pounds.
So that would be a nice part-time income, even in the UK, if that was your secondary income, correct?
Correct, David. Life-changing for many people.
Yeah. And, for a lot of people, they could get out of debt. They could save for that car. They could put money down and change their lifestyle a lot just with that additional income. So I'm a big believer in network marketing. I'm a big believer in the home-based business revolution that's taking place today, because for a lot of people, it's very difficult to get started in their own business. And, we have a turnkey solution for a very minimal cost to get started in business. It's an online business. We have professional videos, great websites, marketing tools. We track all the sales. We do the accounting. We pay the commissions. And people can, at very low risk, get involved with us, work their business around their schedule or their career that pays their bills, take care of their family. The advantages here are huge, and we're just looking for people that are looking for, one, to travel, two, an opportunity to create income. So this is a builder's call today. Lawrence has told me that, hey, we're looking to build the team. Where do we see this going in the future with our company? Well, let me tell you something. I have the ability to see things before they happen. It's been a I guess, a blessing. And one of the things I'll just share with you, we were taking Bitcoin as a company in 2016 as payment. We were actually paying, people were paying us as Bitcoin as a form of payment. We were taking Bitcoin. We were actually paying commissions out to some people in Bitcoin in 2016. So we saw that marketplace well before it happened, and you can hear the story of what's going on in the Bitcoin marketplace and the cryptocurrency. And so what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is not a business. It's a stored value. proposition or money. It's a great investment, I believe, long term. But what I'm here to tell you is that we saw that long before it happened. And I'm telling you right now, you will see a travel boom happening like you've never seen before over the next 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. It will be absolutely massive. And because I think people have figured out and they've realigned values and what's important to them, and they're just flat out tired of being locked up in their house on confinement. So I believe that, you know, we're going to create a lot of residual-based millionaires through our business over the next 60 months. You know, our company's been in existence for the last 9 years. We've been in business for 9 years. We're completely debt-free. We run in the green every single month, and we're rock solid. And we plan on being here for decades to come as a company. So if you elect to come build a serious business with us and put in time, energy, and effort, it's a business that's going to last you a long time. So with that, Lawrence, if you have some questions you want to fire at me, you can, or I'll just give it back to you.
David, thank you very much. And David, the one thing that you said, which I think a lot of people don't realize, is when a company like you guys do, you handle all the logistics for us. If you were building a traditional business, you can't get started with £212 or $300 in a traditional business. You've got rent to pay and logistics and overheads and heating and toilet paper and you know, you've got all these different things that you have to provide for staff members. So, you know, it is bang on what you say, David, that this is an ability for someone to buy into a business on a part-time basis and make life-changing money. And I think what you've given all of us is really, you know, superb. It is a fantastic product suite.
Well, thank you very much, Lawrence. Appreciate that.
Thank you, David. And guys, I did promise everyone we were going to be around the 40-minute mark. I'd like to leave you with one message, if you don't mind. And David, thank you very much for joining us. Guys, my big message to you tonight is do not waste this crisis. We are only going to live through one pandemic in our lives. And in a time of pandemic, in a time of crisis, there is a huge opportunity that runs alongside. And as David correctly said, we are going to see a travel boom like we've never seen before. And once it's passed, the ability to make money out of it is gone. You have to position yourself in advance of where the market's going to. So everyone, if anyone wants a copy of this Zoom call, please contact me. Please let me know. I know a couple of you have got calls with me tomorrow already. And I thank everyone. David, thank you very much for your time for speaking. Todd, thank you very much. And thank you everyone for joining us on this call. Have a good evening and a good day, everyone.